Hey, what is up, guys? Skulified here, and we are back with some more Death Note episode 3. But before we get into it, 70% of the people who watched the first two reactions of me for Death Note, y'all aren't subscribed. Like, what are you doing? Like, do you want me to write your names in Death Note? Like, come on now, subscribe. It's not that hard. It's one button. Just do it. Like the video as well. Helps the channel. And yeah, thank you. Now calm down. Death Note reason though. Last episode we got introduced to L, who is basically like what it's kind of seeming like is like basically the opposite of Light. They're both like they had a few like moments where there'd be like split screening, like saying the same thing. We also, I believe, last episode was when Light was starting to be called Kira, the savior, by like a few different people. Like he's getting a lot of popularity, and L's obviously the popular detective, kind of going at it. Kind of, I don't know whose side to be on, because Light is obviously corrupt, but he hasn't done anything like outrageously terrible yet. He's definitely done some morally questionable things, but I don't think he's like I can't say he's done anything wrong, but the path he's going down, I can't see it being the right one. Although I also don't know what to think of L yet, because he also seems like the exact same like way, but just put a negative sign on it. Like if one's positive, one's negative, like that's kind of how it is, but they're both the same answer, kind of like in math, absolute value thingy majiggy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If not, then you're lucky, and you want to hope you never know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the fake L was killed, so L's putting together some things, figured out that Light is in the Kanto region. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my reaction, like I already yelled at you for earlier, like, subscribe, and episode 3 Death Note, let's get into it.
However, nobody could provide any information that wasn't already publicly available. And lastly, this week there were an additional 21 people who called in claiming to be Kira.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to say 21 more people were dead, but it's probably a lot more than that.
Alright, on to the victim reports.
Yagami.
Yes.
Wait.
Upon further investigation, we have confirmed that information of the heart attack victims was in fact...
Wait, I thought Light's last name was Yagami.
The times of death vary much more widely than during the week.
That information is extremely relevant for us. It suggests that given the times of death, our suspect could very well be a student.
Okay, they're really putting this together.
Based on the fact that Kira's only killing criminals, I think it's safe to assume that he's driven by a very idealistic notion of justice. It's highly possible he may even aspire to be some sort of godlike figure.
He's really just putting him together. Jesus Christ, he's like deducted it immediately.
Does anyone else have something they'd like to add?
Yes, sir.
What is it, Matsuda?
Matsuda.
Well, I'm not saying this to support Kira or to condone the murders, but...
So is this Light's, like, a family member for Light? Or do they just happen to both have Yagami as the last name?
observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed.
I mean, yes, if you're gonna use, like...
Well, I suppose it makes sense. We've suspected...
Oh, wait, Yagami is the older dude.
Anything else?
Okay. So maybe that's Yagami. Light's dad is the teacher?
Well, that about sums up our report for today. Nell?
Yeah, okay. That Yagami has to be related, right? If I'm being stupid, please comment.
Killer, I want to know if photos of the victims were made available to the public in Japan.
I'll leave it to you.
I want to know more about L.
You look
Like the guy
you're
behind the screen.
sleeping much?
Said that. If you've gone on to say that we should commend Kira for doing such a great job of reducing violent crime,
Yeah,
then yes, I might have had a little problem with
but
that.
just stating
Oh, no.
facts
No, I wouldn't.
isn't...
That would never happen.
I'm just kidding.
I knew I could count on you, Light.
Hey, so do you think you're ready to try a few on your own now?
I like how Ryuk's just chilling on the bed. It's so creepy.
Oh, sounds like
So that is his dad.
To come after me, I'm pretty confident I've got something that'll give me the advantage.
With the fact that your dad's...
Hey, glad you could join us for
He
dinner.
has to be the...
You hungry, Dad?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a surprise, but the subtitles kind of ruined it. But not really. It wasn't. I don't think it's that big of a reveal.
Dad, you look tired.
Yeah, I'm not able to say too much about it, but this case I'm working on now is real.
Ooh, I wonder if he thinks that.
Well, Daddy.
Oh, okay, I was right.
I need without leaving a trace. This way I
Huh.
can keep track of their investigation.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go.
What's the password? Oh. That is a lot of files. I wonder if his dad thinks it's him.
Looks like the police are already beginning to suspect a student. Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment now.
Okay, so he's gonna make it the times vary more. Alright. Ooh. I just have a feeling he's gonna get... I have a feeling his dad has an idea that it's him. Because his dad didn't seem very talkative at dinner. So yep, now people are all of a sudden dying while he's at school. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. Like, I get they're all criminals, but like, god damn.
I don't believe this. Another 23 victims yesterday? Are these confirmed?
Yes.
Only
The
23.
day before,
Okay.
there were another 20.
Oh, okay, so it's 23 on average a day.
Other criminals like before. I believe Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
This fucking Death Note soundtrack is so good.
As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student,
Is when it
some
switched.
of the killings changed,
Yeah.
as if to contradict that theory. Coincidence?
I think not.
Too convenient. This can only mean that Kira has access to police information. It's obvious now. This is a direct challenge to me.
Bro, this guy is smart.
Starting to sweat a little by now. What'll really make his job difficult is that I've deliberately left about 50 criminals alive for times like this. Oh. If Elle's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police.
Oh. So he wanted him. Bro, this is such a mind. This is so mindfucky. He wants him to think it's a police.
What does he get out of all this? What is he hoping to achieve?
Why is your computer on the floor?
You trust someone whose name and face you don't even know? Elle discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information.
Ooh, okay.
Obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak. When that happens, it'll only be a matter of time before the police start resenting Elle.
He does have one hell of a plan.
Well, it was all very impressive at the time. But then again, Elle never had to show his face or reveal his name for that matter.
Yeah, they aren't
I'm sure
wrong.
we can call Elle with a computer can find out who we are. We don't hide our faces. We're out in the open.
Sir, the truth is we could be killed by Kira at any time.
For these reasons,
This is rough,
you
'cause,
continue
like-
working this case. Excuse us, Chief.
Hey, stop! All of you! Hold it right there!
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do much. Is this gonna make L? Is this gonna push L?
We will find our suspect.
Oh, that's his dad's file.
You got a second? I already told you you can't talk to me in public. How many times do I have to tell you?
As you talk to him.
Just listen. If you don't want to hear me, you can plug your ears or something. First of all, I don't have anything against you. I actually think the notebook couldn't have been picked up by a better person. I'm here because I have to stick around till the death note is finished, or I see you die, whichever comes first. But make no mistake.
What's he mean by the Death Note being finished?
Now and then. What's this about, Ryuk? Why are you telling me all this stuff now anyway? It's really not.
Is he gonna like?
It's just that I'm no ally of yours, or Kira's if you prefer. The only reason I'm gonna tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out. Get to the point already.
Huh.
You're being followed by another human. He's watching you right now.
He didn't even know.
It's really starting to get on my nerves. I realize there's no way he can see me. But because I'm always following behind you wherever you go...
He's always... Yeah.
That's a problem. I'll have to get rid of him as soon as possible.
How's he gonna... Ooh, okay, this is interesting. It's not L, right?
No matter how many names you write in your death note, your lifespan will not increase. That is the first difference between gods of death and humans who possess a death note.
Okay. Interesting.
Something about Shinigami that I haven't heard before. Pretty interesting stuff.
The second difference between us will probably be of even greater interest to you. Though this has less to do with lengthening life and more to do with cutting it short.
Ooh.
What do you mean cutting it short?
Shinigami can tell what a person's name is by just looking at their face. We know instant.
Oh. That's
Gami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head. Not only that, we see their lifespan as well.
Their name and lifespan?
That's ridiculous.
That's right. I'm able to see your name and lifespan right now.
Wait, what's... That was a date.
That to human time,
Oh. Okay, that's why I couldn't understand it.
Shinigami never have to worry that they won't be able to kill a person just because they don't know their name. And if
That is very...
we do take a life, we always know exactly how many years we're going to
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll help him out by telling him the stalker's name.
price for having a Shinigami's eyes.
Is...
Is half of that person's remaining lifespan.
Oh.
Half of my remaining lifespan.
Yeah.
That's... I don't...
Supposed to live another 50 years, it'll be 25.
I'm not sure if that's good enough.
Then he wouldn't just give me the names of people I want to kill.
Yeah, he'd make him... Yeah.
You're saying that I can't simply borrow your power.
He has to actually make a trade that I don't... I mean, if he wants to be this godlike figure, though, that would play a huge part in him not being it for long.
And I'll give you the Shinigami eyes.
If I agree,
Uh...
I'll be able to know everyone's name just by looking at them. If I had that power, the Death Note would only be easier to use.
Oh, God. Is he gonna accept it?
What'll it be, Light?
But what happens if he only has, like, 10 years left? Who's the stalker, though? I don't recognize him. God damn! Watch credits? Okay, cool. Almost got screwed over by Netflix. Alright. Well, that was a whole lot of information. So just to get some, like, talk, half of the lifespan for the Shinigami eyes is... that just seems ridiculously stupid for the human, unless the human just doesn't want to live very long, I guess. But, like, if you only had, like, say, 20 days left or something, you could get screwed, because you don't know your own lifespan. And even with the Shinigami's eyes, I don't know if he'll be able to see his own. Because I don't know if, like, you could just look in a mirror and that would work or not, which I assume it wouldn't. I assume he wouldn't be able to tell his own lifespan, but maybe he could. But that just seems... I don't think I would ever take that. Unless, I mean, it would be useless without a Death Note anyway, but I still don't even know if I would take that. That just... I mean, because he'd also still have to see L in person, or at least see L... I think it would probably have to be in person, but either way, he'd still have to see L, and he wouldn't, at least not anytime soon, because L just seems to be locked in a room with his computer on the floor, which is ridiculous. And I believe the other one was that the Shinigami gain life from writing the name, like, that's what they get for killing people. They did the whole 60 minus 40 was 20 years example, which is cool. I guess that explains how they can live for kind of forever, as long as humans are a thing. We got introduced to Matsuda today, or in this episode, who seems to be like an underling deputy police officer. He doesn't seem to be like a big head, whereas Light's father is definitely either the head. I don't remember if they called him chief or not, but like he was the one that the officers were putting their badge into, so I'm assuming he's at like high up there, if not chief of police. which is going to be interesting. I have a feeling that his dad is going to be the one who figures it out that it's his kid, and whether or not he then turns in Light or he ends up helping Light. But I do think that his dad is definitely going to figure it out at some point. And yeah, I was kind of hoping Ryuk would be more of a nice, like, hey, I'll do you the favor by just telling you the name of the guy stalking you, but I guess he is going to make a deal to get himself something good out of it, which makes sense, because he does seem to, a god of death doesn't seem to be the kindest people, but yeah, I am really enjoying this show. Again, if you guys are enjoying my reactions, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and episode 4 tomorrow, no Boruto tomorrow, because I'll be in New York, but hopefully you guys enjoy episode 4 tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.